Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. I want to give a little glimpse of hope into the world of precious metals. Since prices have been so low lately, it's been very bearish, but remember that prices go up and down extremely fast lately, especially in the world of precious metals. Usually it's a more gradual, slow appreciating market, but lately we see silver shoot up to $20 within a week or so. So for the month of October, I see a lot of potential for silver. I see higher prices because of economic insecurity, all of the different situational factors, political, economical, and industrial, that is heading silver's way, and also just the surplus alone. The demand is going to be all-time highs, but imported goods of precious metals and the supply alone from miners not mining it out the ground, focusing on gold and other metals as well, abandoning silver, is going to affect prices. So don't be too worried about silver. Oh, and also let me state the dollar index, the dollar strength is also highly incorporated in this as well. And we have Trump's impeachment coming up. We also have many other factors that are going to be influencing it on the political side. So I definitely see a lot of potential for precious metals. Now, why $25 silver? Now, when silver was $19.50, not too much was really going on for it to spark that. It sparked from stock market volatility and the US-China trade wars, which both were very watered down, lightweight situational factors to incorporate when you're looking at the bigger picture. I mean, we have much larger things at play or at stake to be influencing silver's price over the next month. They could highly push it past that. Now, I don't want to mislead my audience because that will give you guys a false sense of hope and then will lead to a resentment or just misleading you guys to be upset or make wrong purchases. So I'm going to speak from a realistic standpoint. I'm not a silver pumper. I'm not one of those people that's going to trick you just to get your attention. I really do want to speak realistically about this, so let's break it down. Now, let's talk historically. When I got into silver, it was around $21, $22, and really nothing was happening in the markets for that. It was basically, it was based off of supply and demand. There was just a lot of silver demand back then. I was stacking silver 7, 8 years ago. So it was a much different market. But let's look when silver was $50 in 2011. So we had Y2K leading all through the 2000s. Then we had a lot of stock market volatility. We had the recessional fear putting in, and this is all stuff that could be happening today. I mean, we are on the brink of a recession. The dollar has lost a lot more purchasing power than it has 10 years ago. I mean, the dollar's much weaker. Our economic standpoint is very unstable with President Trump. At the hand of one tweet could change the markets entirely. And this kind of does scare me because that does mean that precious metals are more speculative than ever, but this also could work in its favor, so you have to weigh the pros and the cons. Now, $25 silver could be desensitized to the everyday person, even people that are investors that have been purchasing it since $15. Now let me explain. Think of it like this. When silver was $19.50, yes, it was high, but if it was still that price till today, if it would have stood there, you get desensitized. You accept the price, and it becomes the norm. So when you want to purchase your next, amount of silver, it doesn't cross your mind that you've been buying it since $15 and this is actually $5 higher because you're used to these prices now. And then when it gets to $21, then you're like, okay, it's only up $1. It's not too much. And the next thing you know, it gets to $23 and you're already accepting these higher prices, so you're willing to pay them. Now, some people will be capitalizing on some profits. Some people will be still buying. A lot of people that are getting into the markets that haven't been able to purchase around that $15 range will have to buy if they want to get into the market at all. And then you have to think of the ETF side of it, people that are trading it marginally, the day traders that are going to be making extreme amounts of money if they're doing it correctly. So they're going to be buying it and selling it also, and not even just the physical bullion standpoint. And that's what I want to talk about a lot more in my videos, because a lot of times I try to incorporate it and it's stuck to the physical asset. But there is a whole other market that also is influencing the price just as much. I mean, 99% of people, and this is a real statistic, 99% of people that invest into precious metals invest into the digital side of it, ETFs, exchange traded funds. So it's almost like a stock. The SLV ETF is extremely popular, and a lot of people do use it, even people that invest into the physical bullion. So You have to incorporate that stuff heading in the future. Now, when you're desensitized to these prices, not only do you accept them and you're willing to put money into the market still, but you also have to remember when that happens, silver's in the spotlight. Everyone's talking about it. It's the news headlines, it's all over the media. There's blogs and articles written about it. There's YouTube videos like myself that's going to be talking about it, which also brings more fuel to the fire, meaning even driving in more investors. And you also have to remember this as well. I know I'm saying a lot of points at once. I'll try to slow it down a little bit. When my brain gets flowing, I freestyle all my videos, so when my brain gets flowing and I have an idea, I have to throw it out there before I forget it. But like I just forgot. But anyways, yeah. So when the dollar, or when the dollar is low, silver rises, and when the silver price is high, the dollar weakens. Like right now, the dollar is stronger, which is why prices are low. But you have to look at the rate the dollar's going. It's not looking in too promising of shape. So yes, this is going to drive other investors into the world of precious metals because they need a safe haven, and they need a safe haven asset. I mean, they have to be transferring their money or wealth into something, and more than likely 9 times out of 10 it is going to be precious metals because that's where people feel comfortable at. There is a real value there. Stock markets could be a case, but it's still pegged to the dollar. Real estate is really iffy, and depending on market conditions or just the property value, that can vary from person to person, from city to city, and that is also extremely unstable. So people want stability. Gold and silver have been used for 6,000 years as currency, as tradable currency. That's extremely stable. Nothing, you can never find anything more stable than gold and silver. So looking forwards, if silver is $25, then yes, it will also be steady, it will be gradually appreciating up, but it could hold. It's not just going to be a pump and dump. It's not going to be a false flag of just get in right there, sell it at 25 because it's about to crash. There actually could be foundation built. I mean, when silver was $50, it was just a full straight ride upwards, and there was no corrections, there was no sell-offs, there was no buyout, there was nothing. It just shot up, and that's why it crashed so hard. So for a market to be stable and healthy, it has to appreciate slowly like it's doing. It has to go up to $19.50 and then correct back down. And then it goes up to $20 and then it goes back down to the mid 18s. And then it goes to $22 and then it goes to $20. That's how markets work. For a healthy market to look stable and to actually have promising results, that's how it's going to have to look. Now, I don't know what degree you can, if you're educated enough, or if you have the patience and time to play the cards right, you can make a lot of money, or you can earn a lot of gold and silver doing this, either using the gold to silver ratio or simply just getting on an SLV ETF and selling, and buying and selling or trading at the appropriate times. Now that's a whole separate video we could talk about, but people do it. I've mentioned this several different times over the last couple, months about the gold to silver ratio. I even made a video going into specifically how to use the ratio to your advantage to earn free gold or free silver. Now, I do want to talk about gold because this is also needed to be incorporated and discussed in this video. Because if we're seeing $25 silver, then where's gold at? What's gold's price going to be then? Because silver either is going to be appreciating up towards gold, or gold's going to be depreciating down to silver if the ratio is going to stand still if silver's rising. Usually right now, well, the pattern has been this. So gold rises, everyone catches on, and then once people get in the world of precious metals from gold, dragging them in, then silver follows suit, and they usually start hearing about silver, hearing the benefits that silver has, how silver is the better buy, silver is more undervalued, silver has more potential to blow, and then they start investing into silver. So yes, eventually they do find their way into the market of silver, but usually it's gold leading it, and gold usually rises faster than silver, with silver slowly catching up. But we have seen silver outpacing gold recently, so it seems like things are switching. It seems like people are starting to get it. Media is actually starting to talk about silver nowadays, not just gold. And when it is in the spotlight nowadays, it's finally not being seen as just some bear market bad investment, because most people used to push silver under the rug like it's just a lost cause. But now what people are seeing potential, especially when it was $19.50, I saw a lot of articles actually giving silver credit and saying, yo, this is actually somewhat profitable. They're taking it more serious, more than ever. And that's really important because people want to believe, they trust the news. They trust their news place they go to. They trust articles like from Kitco or Seeking Alpha, or whatever the case is. They trust these places. And if these articles are talking about it, but also other articles, not just people that are into precious metals, your everyday news channels, or someone that's talking about it that usually doesn't or hasn't really been for silver, this could change their perspective. This could flip their perspective and allow them to be open-minded enough to take a glimpse into the world of it. Maybe search up some YouTube videos and see why silver has so much potential. And then once you start understanding the whys and you start understanding the beneficial properties it has, the undervalued aspect, the fundamental value that silver brings, that's when people get caught in the hook, and that's where it takes off. And this is how it drives new investors in. But anyways, I'm curious what you guys think. Do you guys think silver is going to be $25 by the end of October? If not, why? If so, why? I would love to hear your feedback. And if not, I also want to hear where you guys think the price is going to be. It would be cool to see, just have everyone kind of throw out where their price range is going to be for the end of October and their reasons. Explaining your reasons why is extremely important. It gives context and then allows other people that are watching the videos to see your perspective and maybe open up a new idea or a new angle that they've never thought about. And myself as well. I've learned a lot and I've gained a lot of education and insight from just people commenting and putting perspectives out that I didn't think of before, and it helps me a lot in my silver stacking journey over the last 3 years I've been doing this on YouTube. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Liking these videos helps so much, especially spread the word of precious metals. Also subscribe because I do post daily videos. I posted 2 other videos today. You don't want to miss them. I know you guys are going to dig them. Actually, I think I posted 3 other videos today. Wow, 4 videos today. Let's get it. 4 videos today, and I'm still working at it. No more will be posted today. This is the cap. I can't post more than 4. That's just too much. But if you do want to stay tuned, turn on post notifications because you will not get notified after 3 videos. That's YouTube's cap limit. So, I do post a lot. If you can hear my, anything, just stay in touch. Stay in touch with the world of precious metals. I highly recommend clicking that bell as well. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.